Good evening, good morning, hola, and welcome to Side Jag, the show where staying on point really ain't the point. Today I'm joined by, well, the same person that joins me every week, Mr. Hifivega. Hi, how you doing, my friend?
Surprise, surprise! I'm here again, doing
I
well.
know. It's almost like we were doing something else before this, but we never
Yeah,
really
and
say. Mm.
nobody
Anyways,
knows. If you're here for
so
their movie review, truly sorry.
yeah, no shit, right? Yeah. So the movie of this week is A Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story, Christmas.
I thought it was a Christmas story. Was it Christmas Story Christmas?
Wait, let me look it up because I did have some confusion on this.
I mean, to me, it sounds like a chicken fried chicken, which is
It
fabulous.
is
By the
a
way.
Christmas Story, Christmas. Right,
It's a
it is.
Christmas Story Christmas. Okay.
Yeah.
So can we both agree that chicken fried chicken is yummy? Will we go with
Oh
that?
yeah, I mean, listen, how else would you fry chicken? Would you beef fried chicken?
I don't even know if you could beef fried chicken. How would you beef
Yeah,
fried chicken? I mean, but
I don't know because you could chicken fry beef.
well, which is funny. And when I ate red meat, I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Let's give that a go. And I was like, this is fabulous. And then
Right.
when I found out they made chicken fried chicken, I was like, all right. Life continues on. Can I get extra gravy with that, please? I mean, if I'm
Right.
gonna die, let's
Extra
die with
gravy.
more
I
gravy.
mean, dude. I mean, who's gonna say no to extra gravy?
I
If you,
said no one.
Yeah, exactly. Like, unless you just don't like gravy at all, and then you wouldn't have it on your plate at all.
Well, then you wouldn't be getting a chicken fried chicken because what would be the
Exactly.
point?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, dude, I never even thought about that. Who eats just chicken fried chicken, no gravy at all?
yeah, it's called KFC at that point. I mean, let's be
I guess
honest.
so. I guess
Yeah.
so.
I mean, if you think about it, when you go, well, we're making chicken fried chicken. Okay, so you're making
You're
chicken with
making
mashed
fried
potatoes and
chicken.
gravy. Uh, yeah, bacon fried chicken. Yeah, whatever. But I
Yeah.
mean, you're basically just making chicken with mashed potatoes and gravy.
Yeah.
You're just that guy that says, well, since you put the big ball of mashed potatoes in the center of my plate, you might as well just drop that gooey mess of chicken that you just deep fried to hell and back right on top of it. And then, you know what? Drown that bitch in some of that white, tasty gravy of yours. Yeah, honey. Sounds
There
like a
you go.
party. You know, now I'm hungry. Um, yeah. Could I get some biscuits with that? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But not KFC biscuits, though, because those are terrible,
That's because they
terrible
sit out
biscuits.
all day. Actually, they don't even make those. They just warm them up.
Yeah. And they're bad. They're really
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. You don't go to KFC anyways, because if you're planning on getting chicken, you're pretty much out of luck.
Yeah. Well,
You know.
it's like, yeah, I used to kind of like KFC, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it. They moved away from us, so I hadn't been here, and I've had some separation from KFC. And realized like KFC, you're just not the one for me. I'm a churches guy.
Oh, I love churches. Churches is
Yeah,
definitely yummy.
yeah, like
Um.
it's so greasy, but
Oh yeah.
I do the pat. I do the pat down. Uh, I don't seem like a chicken pat down guy, but on churches I do, and then
I mean, you
it's
have to.
wonderful. Yeah.
Um. So the thing. So when we were in Hawaii, they were like, we just landed. It's it was what 16 hours. I'm ready to kill something and eat it. I don't care what. I'm just free. And she's like, "Oh, we'll stop and get chicken on the way home." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So we go to the drive-through and we're like, "Yeah, give us the big bucket special there." And this wasn't a KFC. This was some West Coast. Yeah, and dude, we just order whatever the hell it is. It was like $40 for chicken, and
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever, I don't care. At this point, I'd pay $100 for chicken. I don't give a shit. You know. But we pull into the drive-through. They hand bags out to us, and we leave. And I go, "What the fuck just happened?" They're like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Did we actually just like pull up through the drive-through? They had our food ready, and we left at a chicken joint. Like, when does that happen?
Yeah.
Never,
You got
never."
someone else's chicken. It was
Oh, that's what I was like. I was like, "Dude, just run. We got something." I was like, "Dude, no way, doesn't happen."
right.
Barbecue chicken is cool, but it's a different taste. That's the
It
one cool
is.
thing about chicken is that there's so many different ways to make chicken. I mean, there's so many different ways to make anything, but chicken, and because that's what I eat a
For
lot of,
sure.
it's just like, you could have a different style of chicken almost every night, and it's just like,
It's versatile. Like one of my
yeah,
questions is the debates is always if you can only eat chicken or beef, what would you choose? And me, I'm a huge beef guy, but I would still pick chicken just because it's so versatile.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think if you could, I think pork is probably the more exciting one out of the bunch
Yeah.
because you can just get so much from a pork.
You
But
can get bacon. Yeah, the bacon you
I
can
like
get.
bacon.
I love bacon.
I know. A lot of people love bacon. I'm not a big
Yeah.
bacon fan, but pork chops, ham, um,
Yeah.
pork chops,
Pulled pork,
pulled pork, yeah,
pork
ribs.
roast. Yeah, ribs. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Pork is good. So prefer grilled over fried. Now, when you say prefer, I would say that I would eat grilled chicken more than fried.
Oh, yeah.
I love fried chicken, but like if I'm eating it constantly, I think I prefer just a grilled chicken piece of chicken
Yeah.
versus fried. Unless you're talking chicken tenders, which is fried chicken, but I feel like there's also some kind of like some kind of escape clause where I can still have the chicken tenders and my grilled chicken.
Okay.
Like the Popeyes blackened,
Mm-hmm.
which is still technically fried chicken, I think, right? Have you had
I have
that?
no idea. I've never had it.
So
What
they
about,
don't put
so what is rotisserie then? Because I mean,
that's
rotisserie.
roasted, right?
I mean, it's in an oven and it's just like, it just spins around a big hot surface and cooks that
Yeah.
way and drips all its shit all over itself.
And
Um,
let me tell you something. Rotisserie chicken is no joke, my friend. I
oh
love
yeah,
rotisserie chicken.
that's leave me alone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm not done, and we're not done until this is gone.
Yeah.
Chicken that's been in the smoker for a day and a half. I would love to try that. I've never had smoked chicken.
Oh
I've
man.
had smoked chicken dip,
Yeah.
but I've never like, hey, here's a smoked chicken sandwich. I'd be like, well, thank you. Does it
Dude.
have mayo? Well, fuck you and die.
No chicken salad, I'm guessing.
No, okay, so that yes. Okay, so if the meal is made out of mayonnaise as like it's an ingredient. Like
Yeah.
you have to put mayonnaise in it in order to make. So chicken salad, tuna salad, that's just part of it. But when you have to add mayonnaise to something for some reason, like it doesn't belong there, but you're like, what would make this perfect? Mayonnaise. Fuck you.
Yeah.
No.
Like
No.
a Chick-fil-A sandwich, man. Mayo on a
No.
Chick-fil-A sandwich. It's
I
heaven.
know a lot of people love it. Like Sue
Yeah.
wants it. I'm not. It's like, you put
Yeah.
mayo? Wow, that's one way you'll never have to worry about me taking a bite of that shit.
I kind of feel the same way about ketchup
Yes.
on a burger.
Nope.
Like Cassie and Kyle, they will literally, if you get them packaged, like as they're eating their burger, they will dip it in the ketchup,
Oh
dude.
yeah. Yeah.
Like it,
Pains me.
it makes it's ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Well,
can't,
okay, so Sue and Haley will be like, they'll make their concoction of mayo and ketchup and
which
put that
is
all over the burger. And you're just like,
I don't know, man. I don't know if I could do that. I have done mayo, ketchup, and like mustard as a dip for like chicken tenders,
yeah,
but
sure.
the ratio has to be right. You can't
Well,
be
yeah, I
too
mean, at
heavy.
that point, it's a dipping sauce. But I mean, I feel like when you put these things on the burger, mayo and mustard on my burger. It's
I'm
beautiful.
on my. What do you
So
like?
that's like that
What do
looks
you
like
want?
bird shit.
Like if you had to say back in your burger days, what was your burger dressing?
Nothing. So
Nothing, just plain.
dude, literally, my favorite burger, my hands down, still is. Even though I haven't had one in years, and it pains me. Is I would go to McDonald's and I'd get a double cheeseburger, pickles and onions only. That's it. And like I would sit in the parking lot and just be like,
Dude, if you could add, like, I would do the same thing, but just with mustard. I just need a little bit of mustard on there.
the only thing in
That's,
my life that ever gets mustard are pretzels.
pretzels are very good with mustard.
And I like the shitty Grey Poupon style mustard, the kind where you eat it. And it's like, oh yeah, it's got sauerkraut. Or, yeah, it's got something in it. Oh yeah, that's ooh yeah,
Oh my
little
god,
sobby type effect.
Miracle Whip, no.
Miracle Whip, go ahead. No, it's funny you said it. I actually grew up on Miracle Whip.
Oh man, I hate
Well,
Miracle Whip.
okay, but you're back in the 70s. That was like diet mayonnaise.
Right.
Okay, that was
Well,
the whole thing.
let's get
Yeah, yeah.
so I've always heard this, but I've never once in my whole life on
Never put
TV or anything, I've never seen anybody eat Miracle Whip as a salad dressing, and
no,
it
neither have I.
sounds
Terrible.
horrific,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
diabolical.
Yeah, it sounds bad.
Yeah,
I mean, because it's just whipped eggs. I mean, that's all it is.
yeah,
It's just whipped eggs. But yeah, that sounds terrible. In there again, I would rather put ranch on
right.
something before I put any of that shit on there. And I still don't want to put ranch on anything.
Yeah,
It's like so like French fries to me are the ultimate dipping thing. Like that's to me, ketchup was made for French fries.
right.
Like
Yeah, I
I
agree.
I will yeah, exactly, Dave. So it's like
Yeah.
and by the way, we went to McDonald's this morning because Haley and I do something in the morning. We take our little buddy to work to school, and then
Mhm.
we on Thursdays we'll stop and grab breakfast. And we stopped at McDonald's, and they had their Christmas tree in there, and they had to decorate it. They put fry containers, so they had like jumbo. So they had all the different size French fry packages on
Yeah.
their Christmas tree. I thought it was cool as shit. I was like, oh, that looks cool as shit. Um, but for me, like, okay, so like tartar sauce, I feel like tartar sauce, like when I get fish and chips, tartar sauce is great for the fish, but I prefer it for the French fries. Like,
Yeah.
and I know it's like,
I'll do my hush puppies in tartar sauce too.
oh yeah, well, duh. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
you got to.
and there again, I think that's the only way to hide mayo. Like, you
Yeah.
have for me to eat mayo, you have to hide it. So like, I get what tartar sauce is, and just like I said, I'll eat a tuna sandwich, I'll eat a chicken salad sandwich, and it has mayo in it. I can totally respect that because it's an active ingredient in it. It's when you add it to something, it's like, no.
Listen, I didn't want to have to start banning people from this channel, but if they're gonna say Hellman's is better than Duke's Mayo, I mean, there's something clearly wrong with them. Clearly,
I mean,
yeah.
mustard on fries. There again, if it's like the Grey Poupon style mustard, that
Yeah,
spicy German mustard, that's okay on French fries.
dude. So this just reminded me of a story that's a total side jag, and I may have told it before, so let me know if I did.
Okay.
Me, Cassie, my buddy, and his wife go to TGI Fridays one night, Saturday or Friday. We're there pretty late at night,
Okay.
and he's as we're done eating, he takes the pepper bottle and he unscrews the cap a little bit, so it's just barely on there for the next person, right?
Oh,
I was like, dude, what are you 12? So, anyways, fast forward. It's like Monday, Tuesday, something the next day. My buddy Larry comes in. He's like, man, you never guess what happened to me. And just as we're talking, as we're working, he's like, I was at TGI Fridays. He's like, I dumped pepper all over my damn fries. And I was like, are you serious? And so I called my buddy. I was like, dude, you got my buddy at work with that pepper.
oh shit!
Yeah. And I was like, first of all, like, who puts pepper on their fries?
A lot of people.
I guess so. I was like, this is
Yeah,
on you technically. Technically,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
on
Because no
you.
one should.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I've seen there's some places that actually serve pepper fries, and it's like it's not the
Right.
worst thing, but it's like
Have you had what's that called? Buffalo? No, not Buffalo Wild Wings. There's Wingstop.
yes, I've not been there yet,
So their fries, they put sugar on their fries.
and you just lost me.
Dude, it is.
I
I couldn't get the taste. I didn't know what it was at first,
right.
but I was like, they're fresh cut fries, so they chop
Yeah, yeah,
sugar
yeah,
up the potatoes,
yeah.
and I was like, man, there's something like these fries are good, but they're different than anything I've ever had. And then finally, someone else told me.
Okay. Yeah, screw that. No. Peppers on
No.
popcorn is good. Pepper on popcorn? No.
Like, Cassie,
Ooh,
quit typing in here. We liked you before you started doing all this stuff.
no pepper. Pepper, no.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Um,
Send Dean, send your better half back.
yeah.
We're putting you in a 15-minute timeout for all this nonsense.
So spicy mustard. So like Chinese food, spicy mustard.
Yeah.
Like, dude, when I like, hey, let's get Chinese food. All right, well, grab me a handful of spicy mustard. I will literally, like you said, and they'll take ketchup packets and just like do that with that Chinese spicy mustard. Man, I'll literally like every bite. And they'll just look at me like, why don't you just eat the spicy mustard? I'll be like, oh, well, because I don't want to lick the packet.
This is the vessel.
Yeah.
This is the vessel. This
Yeah.
is the spice. My they go
I'm like,
together.
yeah, I just want to eat. It's like a Taco Bell hot sauce.
Right.
Like, grab me a handful of taco. Why? Because I'm gonna put 4 packets on a taco. The taco's like 5 bites.
Yeah.
There you go.
I want some in each bite. Dude,
Yeah.
it's funny you mention that because I just had Taco Bell the other day, and I'm thinking to myself, like, Taco Bell invented kind of the taco sauce.
Mm.
Because what was it before then? Salsa or hot sauce?
Well, so hot sauce like this Fernando and I argue about this all the time because he'll be like, "I'm putting hot sauce on my stuff," or he'll go, "I'm putting salsa on it." And I'll go, "No, you're putting hot sauce
Hot
on
sauce.
it.
Right.
If that's not hot sauce. That's not salsa. Salsa comes in a jar and it's diced tomatoes. That's salsa. That is hot sauce." And he's like, "It says salsa on it." I said, "Well, they're wrong."
Yeah.
So I know. I think they've always I think hot sauce has always been like salsa, and then it got carried away. Sometime in the 80s, everything went sideways.
Right.
But either way,
but
yes.
it was like an innovation though,
Yeah.
because taco sauce in that form, as far as I remember, didn't
Yeah.
really exist outside of Taco Bell. And
No.
and they had it all the way from like mild,
They-
which is nothing, to Diablo hot sauce now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Fire.
right.
Verde.
Okay. We got he said, like, listen, we all did, brother. We all did.
No comment.
Right. Well, listen, let's be honest. Sue married the weirdo.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. No shit. I mean, this was never a question. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
we knew that.
I will
Yeah.
say, oh, dude, I before we get into the movie review,
Yep.
let me just get something off my chest here.
Get it off.
So, I made a post. I wonder if I can pull it up here, just so you guys have a.
I remember Ortego taco sauce from the 70s. Yeah.
So in this post, it just says, "This is what Android people look like when they say that their Android's better than iPhone."
Oh yeah.
All right, so I just done it because I thought it was funny, because a lot of times you'll see people post about Apple people, and I always like, yeah, it's kind of true. Some of it, it's funny. Dude,
Yeah.
Android people are so sensitive.
Yeah.
Like, there's people enraged in the comments, and I was just like taken aback, like, whoa, like, you guys are really
Oh yeah, dude, don't fuck with my parade. Dude, why do you think okay, listen, why do you think the phrase "you're not on my team, you suck"? Okay.
I guess so.
All right, dude.
Yeah.
It is a integral part of life. Whether if you're a Democrat and you're a Republican, we cannot be friends. If you're an Android user and an iPhone user, we are always going to look at each other and question the other one's sanity, because it's like, I can't help you and I don't want to. May you die with your phone.
Dude, I wanted to put in there. I wanted, but they were seriously mad. But I wanted to prod them some more. I was just gonna put in there, like, Android is literally poison. But I didn't I didn't think it'd go over too well. But I tell you this though, I don't see that many iPhone people in the comments defending when they see another one. They'll just be like, "Oh, I like the camera," or
because we're beat down. We're beat down.
I guess
we're beat down. So when we were in Vegas, they're all like, blue or green bubbles, and I'm like, I had no idea what they were talking about.
Oh, for the boba.
Yeah. So they go, iPhones are awesome. I think
every.
So they go, blue or green bubbles, and I'm like, and they're just going around asking everyone, blue or green bubbles, blue or green bubbles, and I'm like, I have no idea what we're talking about. Can I go green? And they're like, you're the bluest motherfucker here. What are you talking about? And I'm like, what are we talking about? Right. And then they go,
oh.
Then I go, oh yeah, blue. Yeah. And
they're like, listen, as iPhone people, we don't even think of y'all like that. Yeah. You guys think of it.
Yeah. I was like, my bad.
Yeah.
And it's always funny. I love it when people announce their conversion.
Yes.
It's almost like coming out of the closet. It's like, I today this piece of shit went in the trash and I'm never going back to it again. My freedom starts now. I
Right.
can walk proudly with my phone in my hand, knowing that I am free of that piece of shit.
Dude, they do it like they do this on everything. They do it on Facebook groups, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
someone will be like, "Yeah, this Facebook group, it's supposed to be bass heads on a budget. I seen someone post a $400 amp. I'm leaving this page." Like, bro, just leave. Like,
Yeah, go.
just just leave. You don't have to be here. Yeah.
It would be nice to have LDAC. Oh, there's no doubt. Or high res streaming
All
or
right.
any of the other stuff. But I gotta be honest with you, like when you listen to an iPhone and then you listen to a higher end Android phone, and it's like, oh, this has all the best stuff ever, and you're like, I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's you got an awesome phone playing Pandora there, man. Hey, I'll use
What?
title.
Dude, I like there's a lot of benefits to Android, and I always feel like no one wants to, from the Android side, wants to admit any benefits to the iPhone. Oh God, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't want to see your sister. They're getting weird. They're getting weird.
Yeah. I only just like iPhones because they're foreign to me. Now, and that comment is 100% understandable. Okay.
Right.
And that's how I feel about Windows. Okay. I own a Windows computer and I can do what I need to do on it but that's it. And like, if I don't know where something is or it starts doing shit that I'm just like, why are you doing this? More than likely, I know it's not the Android side of things. It's the computer side of things. That's I'm Windows side of things. It's the computer that's doing it. Like the computer sucks, because I didn't go out and buy a $2,000 Windows machine. I bought
one here for stupid ass DSPs.
Yeah, and that's what I have.
Dude, I like when I'm using it, I'm just like, my God, like why are we doing this?
It's like, why do I accidentally hover over the trackpad and it does something? I'm an inch away from it. It's like, what are they?
Yeah.
They're magic. It was funny. So today we had to tune an old Alpine DSP, and Alpine being Alpine, it was a .bin file, BI, and I was like, what the fuck is a .bin file? And so I had to figure out what it was, and then I had to figure out, like, nobody uses these things, and it's a brand new laptop. I'm not going to some strange site that says download free bin file here, and it's like, no.
Right.
So I had to call Alpine and be like, hey, listen, I need a copy of this software that just fucking works, because I'm not doing this. I'm not playing these games. This is stupid. And they're like, well, I've never had it. I'm like, I understand that. Brand new computer, not doing any of the nonsense. I'm like, have you looked for this? It's a binary file. Why would I download a binary file? Like, come on, guys.
You just need Windows 95 and it's all good.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, no, you suck. So, yeah.
Yep. Listen, man, this is why we put her in time. Cassie's in rare form tonight. She truly is Casey tonight.
Oh, she had her caffeine. She's all set ready to go.
So, A Christmas Story, Christmas. Do you want to start?
Ralphie's an asshole.
I mean, hasn't he always been since he was a kid?
Yeah, but now he's a big asshole. Right. Okay, so when you make a perfect movie, put a bow on top of it, put it up on the shelf, pat yourself on the back, go smoke whatever it is you need to smoke, drink whatever it is you need to smoke, kick back, relax, and go, we made that.
Yeah.
And then never go back to it again. Ever. Because there is not anything that they need to do to A Christmas Story to make it better. It is what it is. We all love it, or we all hate it, but we all tolerate it because it's like, yes, there's something about this movie that I've been playing for the last 30 fucking years that we all go, some little piece of this feels like home.
Right.
to come out with they've tried it before. So we had A Christmas Story 2, which was like, seriously, like,
Yeah, I didn't even watch that one. I heard it was so bad.
No, and that's just it. It's like, let's just forget we did that. And then we come out with this one, which is A Christmas Story Christmas. It's like the dad dies, like, because we know he's dead. Like, duh.
Right.
He's like 102 at this point. So yeah, we know he's dead. But we managed. Kudos to them. They managed to find the old actors that were in the original. So it was like, all right, feather in the hat, check in the box. Let's go. We got the original. Okay, the mom obviously not, because she's there again, probably like 100. Right. But they found a reasonable replacement. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't disappointed about it. I was like, yeah, I could buy that. But then the story just sucked. It's like, this is stupid. Like, his kids are stupid. He's stupid. It was almost like they tried to recreate like a Chevy Chase character to make this movie. Like, did you kind of get a Chevy Chase vibe?
No, I didn't even think about it. No.
Yeah, I got a Chevy Chase. I got like a National Lampoon's kind of vibe from this. Like,
yeah.
But he was just an asshole loser that, like, couldn't get his shit figured out. His beautiful wife. How that happened?
Who's putting up with him?
Yeah, and loves him. It's like, you can take a year off to write your book, and he writes a 27,000-page sci-fi novel, and that nobody wants to read. And so the whole purpose of the movie was for him to write the story about his dad that becomes the original Christmas story. And it's like,
exactly, yeah.
We didn't need that. We didn't need that. We didn't need that at all. Yeah. There was nothing about this movie that was worth the hour and a half to watch it. That's my thought. What's yours?
I actually really enjoyed it, but I divorced it from the original movie. So I did a little research. I was like,
they kept showing scenes from the original movie.
Well, yeah, and they kind of shot for shot some of it. Yeah. But so the original movie was set back like in 1940s, which I didn't realize. I thought it was like 60s, but this movie is time jumped. We're like 1970s. You can tell by the cars, and he's got a 60 model that's already old. So he's not a likable character, and he really only redeems himself through the end. And he's not likable in the beginning in the original movie either. But he's a kid, so it's like you cut him some slack. Now he's an adult, and he doesn't give a shit about nothing but himself, it seems.
Yeah.
But that aside, like, I thought they just hit all the Christmas Story beats. That I thought, they do the Christmas Story thing. I got to revisit the mall with the same asshole Santa, and he's got the smart mouth kid, which is probably my favorite character, the young girl. The boy's kind of whatever, but they get to hit all these scenes again, and I thought it was fun. Now, does it compare to the original movie? No. Would I watch it again? Yes, but it's definitely not like I'm gonna watch it every year.
I don't know if I could sit through it again. I got done watching it, and we all just kind of looked at each other, and we were like, "That was fun." Just delete that from our memories. Okay, the drunk sledding down the hill was funny, but it was one of those things where it was like there again, everything seemed so just fucking just contrived and just so like you said, they just hit all the it was like, okay, what's next? Hold on. Yeah, this scene.
They did the Star Wars. They did the Star Wars when they brought Star Wars back with J.J. Abrams. They did that, but not as good. Like, because everyone liked it at first. They're like, "Oh, yeah, this movie's awesome." It's like Return of the Jedi.
And then you step back and thought about it, and you're like, "Oh, just smoking mirrors." God damn it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly kind of how this movie was.
It was, yeah. And that, I don't know. I just was like,
Yeah.
I like the idea. I liked the idea, and I feel like if they'd have just put maybe 25% more effort into it, it would have been a better picture. Like, it would have. I don't know. Like, when they were trying to make it so much like the first one with the monologue in the background, and I get it. It was like, yeah, but even that was like, dude, you're a grown ass man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, the insecurities of a child, they're not there anymore. You know?
And that's you don't get a pass anymore. Like you're an
No.
adult. That's the one thing I kept thinking all the time. Like when you were a kid, you were a little asshole, and you were an asshole to your little brother. And guess what?
Right.
You're an adult now. You're still being an asshole to your brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
You're
yeah,
just a jerk.
yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah,
know? I don't know. To me, it
yeah,
was just like they could have done something better with it, and they didn't. And and the other thing that I thought was just kind of annoying was like Christmas was this big deal that he was all, Dad was so Christmas, Dad was so Christmas, and then he's over there stressing about Christmas.
yeah.
Like this whole like it was almost like watching a build off show where it was like, oh crap, Christmas is coming. What are we gonna do? We're behind the 8 ball. We need to hurry and get
Yeah.
this done. And he's like, oh, I'm just gonna do a terrible job. And I'm like, how are you gonna do a terrible? Like you literally had your dad, who's supposedly the Christmas god. Who I don't remember him being the Christmas god. He was just like dad.
I don't remember that either. Like, yeah,
No, but
yeah,
and they all of a sudden made it just seem like he was like this amazing. Like no, it was
yeah.
like.
Well, and they couldn't even show us the leg lamp like fully instead of just the shade.
Well, yeah, but he threw it away, so it was just the shade that was left.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I figured he'd dig it out. Like, where did the shade come from?
I don't know. I thought it was stupid, but
Yeah.
if you kind of enjoyed it, there you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Down.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the Christmas spirit and you kind of like the first movie, it's worth a watch. It's not fantastic.
No, I see. I don't even think it's worth a watch.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I say, oh, I'm curious. Should I watch it?
Yeah.
I mean, give it 5 minutes. If you can make it past 5, give it 10. If you make it past 10, you're in for the haul. To me, I was 10 minutes into it. I'm going. This is
Did you watch Spirited yet?
Dude, so this is what also pisses me off. This is the only piece of TV I've got to watch.
Oh damn!
This whole time since we talked last week. The only other thing I got to watch was we were gone this weekend, and we were in the hotel, and they had a Star Wars marathon on. So I went through all 200 channels, and I was like, let's just put on. And Empire Strikes Back was on. So or Return of the Jedi, Jesus Christ, Jabba the Hutt.
Starlight Pit.
Yeah. That whole pre thing up to that, where that was on, and so we were doing some stuff, and that was just kind of on in the background. And Haley was asking me like a million questions about it, and I was like, okay. She goes, would you ever watch all of them back to back? And I'm like, I mean, I'd like to, but I don't know if I'd have time. She goes, no, we just do one a week, because we did that with the vampire guys, whatever the hell that series was, where the vampires.
Edward.
Yeah,
yeah.
Jacob.
Twilight.
So we did that with the Twilight series. We watched one Twilight show, a week for whatever, a month. And she's, we had a good time. It was kind of fun because I didn't know who any of these people were again. Yeah, because I'd watched it with her, but Grumpy Old Man proved me wrong. Dude, the scene I love from Grumpy Old Man is when he throws the fish into the car.
Dude, I haven't seen Grumpy Old Man in so long.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
Yes. Any thoughts on Will? I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
I haven't seen it either.
And yes, I watched the original when it aired. Yes,
we all know. I've never watched it. Yeah,
you don't have to. It's fucking stupid. It was even stupid back then. All right, so what have you been watching?
So we finished 1883. It had a really good ending. I thought it was great.
Isn't that starting back up now too?
So Yellowstone has started. We hadn't started watching it again yet. Yeah. And it should be 4 episodes. At this point, I'm kind of just waiting for it to finish, and then I can just watch them all at once, as that's typically how we like to watch it.
Yep.
We watched Spirited.
Was that good? Tell me it was good.
I liked it, but there's a surprise that I don't want to tell you, something that surprised me. So that could be our next week's movie if you want it to be.
Sure. I think I'll get a chance to watch it.
Yeah, it's on Apple TV Plus, which I had to look
Yeah.
up because I couldn't remember.
Yeah, no, I know, dude. Trust me, it comes on every time. Because I honestly, the only thing that's ever on in the house is the Apple TV. You know, because
Yeah.
that's all they watch. That and hockey. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, so Sue will watch. She watches The Resident. So I'm caught up on The Resident,
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever that means, because that's all she ever watches. So I'll be doing this. Oh,
Well, and we still haven't finished The Watcher because we've been watching Christmas movies on Tuesday, which is typically when we watch TV with Bailey and Matt.
yeah.
So we got to finish The Watcher, and then she wants to start Wednesday as our weekly show, which is supposed to be like people are pretty hyped about it. But we've cleared the plate. I think next on our list is Tulsa King.
Oh, I did see episode 1. That was
is it worth it?
Yeah. Yeah. I really enjoy it. So I was like, there was I had the opportunity. I had like an hour and a half to watch. This was Friday night. So last Friday night I had because we were leaving. So Friday nights, if we're gonna be gone Saturday, I'll run. So otherwise, Friday night's family night. Because if we're going away, then Saturday and Sunday will be family day. So the days just kind of shift. So Friday night I ran and the girls were gone. So I got home, I got my dinner, I sat down. I'm like, I got like an hour and a half before they get home. I can watch some TV. And so there's another show on Apple TV called like Alpha 6 or some stuff like that. It's about the sister / wife gets taken hostage, and the brother and husband are special forces, and they have to go. I was like, I thought it was a movie. Either way, it's like it's so up my alley, it hurts. And so I was like, dude, I'm gonna watch that. So and then it starts and says new episodes every Wednesday night. I'm like, wait, what? It's a series.
Damn it.
So I stopped it because I was like, Apple Plus shit I can watch on an airplane. Paramount Plus stuff I can't. So I go, you know what? I'm going to watch the first episode of Tulsa King. So I start watching it. I'm about 45 minutes into it. I'm digging it. I'm like, because dude, trust me, I put out a long leash, because I was like, I'm gonna let this one just drift and see where it goes. And it was drifting and it was going, and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of digging this. And then I get a phone call, and they're like, meet us outside in the driveway. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, meet us outside in the driveway. I'm like, okay. So I go out and I'm standing in the driveway. I'm like, okay, I'm in the driveway. And they're like, hold on. So they were with their friends, and they were just driving around looking at Christmas lights, which I was like, really, guys? Thanks, you jerk. So, and they had the little kid that we babysit in the car. So as soon as they pull up, they were coming up for him to say hi. And so he starts going, buckle. And so he wants to get out and play. And so they were like, all right, well, we're going to go up to, I said, they needed to go shopping. I said, well, just go ahead. Cause it's like 10 o'clock at night. I said, just go ahead and go shopping, and I'll let him hang out here with me, and we'll play for whatever. And so we ended up walking. So if we walk down to the end of our street, there's a river that's like a drainage river.
Yeah.
And I took him there one time and showed him how to throw rocks into the river. So we got to walk all the way down to the end of my fucking street at 10:30 at night, dark as shit. And he wants to throw rocks in the fucking river. And then he's so tired on the way back, I got to carry him. And it's like a third of a mile. I'm just like, oh, fuck, you're heavy.
Got to hang out with Dean today. Taught me to be a hobo.
Yeah, exactly. yeah, exactly. It was wonderful. Oh, he had a blast. And then we came home and, looked at Christmas shit. And then our internet has been fucking stupid for the last month and a half. And so we're trying to watch Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
And it kept freezing and locking up and freezing. So we finally made it through like 20 minutes of Paw Patrol. And I go to put on Cars, and I turn around, and he's just
he's done.
And I was like, okay. So then I got to watch the rest of Tulsa King.
Yeah. That's next on the list because Cassie, huge, like I said, huge Sly Stallone fan. Matter of fact,
Yeah,
I think her favorite movie is Demolition Man.
I can see that. That's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Three
Yep.
seashells, man. Um, there's one scene and there's one. So in the first episode, there's a sex scene, not
Yeah.
a sex scene in the sense that they're going to show any of the sex.
Right.
There's just a scene where they're like, "Let's have sex," and then like sex is over.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, I'm actually just a fan of that. Like, all
Yeah.
right, we know what
Yeah,
the
we
like
don't need. Yes.
we know what happens. We know.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Like,
And
let's
I was
just
like, it was perfect because then it led
yeah.
to the actual funny part where it was like, so how old are you? And he goes, I was in high school when Kennedy got shot. And she's like, "Oh my God, you're like 70." You go, 75. I'm 75. She goes, like, I mean, I was thinking maybe like late 50s, and I'm like, "No, you're just being stupid."
How old is the lady?
She's probably in her 50s, maybe
Oh,
60s.
really?
Yeah, she's not.
Oh, okay. So she's not 30 years old. Then.
No.
Yeah, 20.
She's clearly been on the block, and she's probably in her 50s.
Dang, that's funny.
But even still, I'm sitting there looking at him, going, "Damn, if we all could all look as good as he does at 75." Because I mean, regardless, he's still a very well put together human being. And that's amazing what steroids and constantly working out and growth hormones will do for you.
Yeah, growth hormone.
Yeah, hard 55. Yeah.
Hard 55.
Yeah. My cousin is in the second episode. Okay, there you go.
Nice.
So it'll be interesting. I just wanted to watch the first one to just kind of like
If you
prep
liked it.
myself. Yeah, but now I'm just gonna back away from it until it's kind of
Finished.
Yeah.
I might do that too. I don't know. I've got some. There's some shows on the table to watch. Yellowstone. We could go into that. We could go into. You didn't make it.
I tried, man. I tried. I tried.
Yeah. We got a bunch on the table, but I know that Bailey did say. So Bailey's been dying to watch How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Oh yeah.
She was like, if you guys review that movie, she's like, I'm on there. And I said, well, we'll make it happen sometime then.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember that movie at all. I remember of it. I've seen it. I just don't remember the plot. I don't remember the characters. Don't remember the actors.
Wasn't my yeah. I don't either. Yeah, that's nope. Not. Sure, I think the plot was how to lose a guy in 10 days.
It's got to be, yeah.
Yep. Oh, have you seen the new trailer? So Jonah Hill has a new. This was all that. So they're like a bunch of new trailers dropped. So the new Transformers trailer dropped. I don't know if you've seen that.
Listen, I know Transformer movies are stupid and they've been getting worse and worse, but I don't know what it is about this one.
So this is going back. So this is actually after Bumblebee. So it's like they're actually rebooting the series. So
it looks good. I mean, I seen it on a YouTube. It was like a 3-minute ad, and I actually didn't click off of it. I was like, damn, what the hell's happening here? So I watched the whole trailer on the ad.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. God damn. New Guardians of the Galaxy trailer dropped.
Didn't see that yet.
So that looks like, oh crap, like Disney, they're gonna kill somebody. But it looks like it's gonna be really cool. Yeah. And then there's a new movie with Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy that is coming out. Jonah Hill. So yeah, and so Eddie Murphy is the dad of the girl that Jonah Hill is trying to marry. And so I guess this was written by Jonah Hill. It's going to be on like Apple or Amazon or one. It's going to be on one of the things. And it was Jonah sitting in the restaurant talking to Eddie Murphy and his wife about, how he wants to marry the daughter. And it's actually freaking hilarious. So, because Eddie Murphy gets to play the dad and he's just like, he's not being funny. He's like, yeah, it was funny. I was like, oh, that's gonna be cool. CGI robot orgies, yeah, for sure.
Oh boy, Yeah.
No, that preview looks pretty cool. So
Yeah.
but no, so those were the big three like movie this week that I got to 5 minutes. I got 5 minutes. I can watch a movie trailer.
Yeah.
And then the other because of Tulsa Kings, and also the next movie with Tulsa. What's his name? Sly and what is not the Untouchables? The Expendables. Expendables 4 is coming out soon.
I watched the first one and never seen any of the others.
Oh, they're good. They're good. The Expendables series is actually really it's kind of a who's who in action hero shit.
Right. I didn't see the one where they had Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, dude. There again, I loved all the Untouchables. They were cool. Either way,
I watched the first episode of Blockbuster. The first 2 episodes.
Oh, okay. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought it was funny. It's 20-something minutes long. It's funny.
Yeah,
it's
good.
Like you don't get to know the backstory of anybody because you don't need to.
Nope.
It's just like, yeah, this is what's happening. Yeah, I thought it's funny. I will continue to watch. That's when we started. But I did see a documentary series that looks right up our alley. It's called Pepsi, Where's My Jet?
Yes, there's another one right there that I was like, I sat down to watch it, and then I saw it was a series, and I was like, damn it.
It's 4 40-minute episodes.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and because I know you remember, because I remember when Pepsi was giving away the jet.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, so they had the commercials, and then I remember there was a controversy because the dude fulfilled his obligation to win the jet, and the Pepsi's like, oh no, there was fine print, and then the dude took him to court. That's what this is about.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I totally want to watch it. I think we should save that one for the
after holidays or during the holidays.
Yeah, during the holidays, because then I'll have some more time. Because we typically slow it down on production over the holidays, so I'm excited. I might actually get to like come home and just go.
Yeah, watch some TV. Yeah.
So right now it's running, editing, running.
Wait, how far away for you from your goal?
73 miles.
How many miles do you usually run a day? Are you going to be down to the wire this year?
No. Okay. I shake my head no.
Yeah.
But if everything plays out the way it's supposed to for the rest of this week, when I start Monday, I'll be 50 miles left. So, and then the girls leave. So right now, I just need to get through this week and get this stupid ass video submitted so I can just go. And then go, okay, back to back to running. Back to 12 Days of Christmas. No, I haven't stopped running, but I also haven't, like last night we ended up working late, and I walked in the door from running last night. It was 10 o'clock at night. Wrap your head around that one.
Listen, like, can you not edit? You need to figure out a way to edit while you run.
No, then it would I would hate running. It's like it's like the only breather in it all. It's like, yes, I can't, but no, I'm excited because it's been because of all the traveling we did at the end of the year. I started in the red in each month. So this month was the first month that I started at 0, so it was 100%. This month I only have to run 100 miles. So it was like, oh, thank God, so, I want to get it done as quick as I can. So it's like, the girls will be gone next week. So I won't have to worry about too much editing because most of it, it's just going to be 12 Days of Christmas stuff. So, I might actually maybe get to watch a TV show. Crazy idea. But if not, I can run, if I want to run 10 miles that night, I could, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's getting into year rush at work for me too. Like I'm gonna have to probably work every Saturday till
yeah,
Christmas, which
yeah,
is fine, but I just got to get this shit done. Like it's the time of year when we do a shutdown, and that's the perfect time to get this stuff done. But we're also going to Pennsylvania, so yeah,
yeah,
it's just
yeah,
it is what it is.
yeah.
We got to work it out.
Yeah. I just, we also have a ton of other work we have to do too. So it's like I say this in my head, like this would be really cool, but then I also know, like, yeah, but we have all this other stuff we need to do, so that we haven't done yet.
Yeah,
So in there again, some of it can carry over into January, but we know that, like, man, it's a finite number. I need to quit my day job is really what it turns out, as it goes. I need to quit my day job so that I
yeah,
can work on my other job. But I don't need to actually quit my day job. I just need to be like, I can't do this part of my day job today. I need to
right.
do this other thing. So
You need
you
to
know,
office space it. Be like, listen, I'm not coming in, but I still need my pay,
yeah.
and then it's all good.
Well, but I still need to come in because I need all my stuff.
Right, exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
so it's like I'm not going to be here to work on that stuff. I'm going to be here to work on this stuff. So yes, I'm here, but don't talk to me. Just pretend I'm
Exactly.
invisible.
Exactly.
But yeah, that won't happen.
Their girls right first.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Deadpool is going to be pretty cool. I'm excited about Deadpool.
Yeah.
I'm excited and I'm also worried because it's
I,
Disney.
eh, the thing with Deadpool is I feel like it's not truly under the Marvel umbrella. Like it is Marvel,
Right.
but it's like they're not like it's not in the Marvel. You're not the
Right.
cool kids. As
Right.
long as you sell, we're gonna let you do this. But
And I'd like it to stay that way. I got to be
yeah,
honest with you. It would be better if it stayed that way. Like it's great that we're going to get Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds together. Um, and I think that's a safe move because neither one of them have ever been Disney Marvel. So,
right.
if Hugh will come back and do one more movie as
Wolverine.
Wolverine,
Right.
then fuck yeah, let's do it because those two guys
Yeah.
have always just been. That'll be hilarious.
Oh yeah, I think it'll be good. I
Yeah.
mean, it should be. It's you never know with the way Marvel's going. I don't know. I
No.
don't know.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like a lot of hits and there's a lot of misses too. So
Honestly, I think most of the shows have just been a lot of misses.
yeah,
I haven't watched the new Black Panther because
I haven't watched it either.
I
I
like to, but I
I
also
enjoyed the first movie,
yes,
but I didn't have any strong feelings about the second one way or the other.
right,
I just it didn't for whatever reason it didn't pull me in. Like if you had the original guy that passed away
yeah.
back in the second movie, I might be more apt to like, yeah, I'm gonna go see it because I want to
Well,
see
it's
what he
like
does.
to me, I'm kind of anxious to see Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
I think that one will be fun because I've
yeah,
seen all the other two and I really enjoyed those. But there again, Thor. I've always been a big fan of the Thor movies, and Love and Thunder was just kind of like,
yeah. Well,
what are you
see,
guys doing? I'm gonna make a
the
movie.
Thor movies were actually the first one was just okay, but it was a regular Marvel movie.
Yes.
The second one was horrible, The Dark World,
Yeah.
and then they had uh, James Gunn directed the third one. That's kind of where it's like, oh, okay, Thor movies are cool. But
Yeah.
up to that point, like the first one, it was just like it was really serious. It wasn't, Natalie Portman and her Natalie Portman self, and it's just a really serious story. The second one's horrible, and then it started getting good, and then Love and Thunder. So Thor's hit and miss.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what sucks.
Yeah,
And and I still haven't finished watching Miss Marvel, so the little
the little girl. Me
yeah,
neither.
yeah.
I actually didn't mind that movie or that show, but I just don't like how does she fit into the.
Well, there's gonna be a whole Marvels.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
man.
So
I don't know. I don't know if I'm just like over the Marvel stuff now. Am I the only one? I feel like everybody's kind of over the Marvel.
Well, I think what okay. So here's my thought: is that the carrot that they're dangling for what's coming
Yeah.
is not as exciting as what's coming. So it's like, can we get to there? What do we have to do to get from whatever you've been feeding us, which is like, to
Yeah.
that, which seems like that's gonna be, like all the Secret War and all that stuff. Like that sounds like it's gonna be cool. Like Ant-Man. When do we get to watch Ant-Man?
Dude, did Ant-Man that one looks good.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
all the Ant-Mans have been good. So it's like,
Yeah.
what are the odds of them screwing it up? I mean, you've gotten two so far that have been really entertaining.
Yeah.
Is the third one going to hold up, or is it going to be stupid? And
Wait,
it's like,
where does Moon Knight play into this? Why did
no
Moon
idea.
Knight
Why did we have
exist?
to get Moon Knight? I think because we have the rights to Moon Knight.
And he's just never going to be anything. She-Hulk, I actually enjoyed She-Hulk. But where does she tie in? I mean, it wasn't great. It was just a 20-minute show, and it's like, okay, it's
Well,
kind of
I
funny.
think that was it. I think it's like it doesn't really tie in, but it does bring in some of the other characters. So we got to see Wong. We got to see the whatever the other crazy Hulk guy is, Carnage or whatever.
Yeah, Maximum. No, not Maximum Carnage. That's Spider-Man.
Yeah, whatever his name is. We got to see him. So there was Abomination. So there was other things in it. So I think it was them moving that. Hey, look, here's more of this. Oh wow, cool. Doctor or whatever, and then that was stupid. Multiverse of Madness was just like, oh, this is so dumb.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it better than the first Doctor Strange movie, but still, yeah, I don't. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, I like the first one. I don't know. I feel like they always do pretty decent on the first ones. It's like, nothing is going to be like Iron Man 1.
No. And that was back when no one understood that we were going to have the whole universe and all this stuff. And yeah, those days are over. Now it's just, it's tied in. It's building towards a larger narrative. Some shows are good because of it. Some shows suck because of it.
Right.
Looking at you, Moon Knight.
When they're trying to ride the cash cow for everything it's worth. I think that's a really basic way of looking at it. I don't think it's that. I mean, the reality is if you're in the business of entertainment, then you try to entertain. They bought a benchmark of content, and it only makes sense for them to leverage it to do what their core business is, which is entertain. So, I mean, they paid a shit ton of money for it, so it wasn't like it was just given to them. So yeah, I don't hold anything against them for trying to come out with content to use.
Well, they built it. They built it up. They built it up in that way because before they bought them, I mean, they were basically in dire straits.
Yeah.
Like nobody's reading comic books and
Sony was doing something with it. Fox was doing something with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just So I mean, I don't really. I think they're fine. I mean, and there again, I think it's fine what they're doing with the brand because they're at least doing something with it as opposed to it just sitting on the shelf not happening.
Right.
So
people are still watching it. It's simple as that. A lot of people are still watching it.
And some of it is great.
Yeah,
some of it is great. Some of it sucks, and some of it, but I mean that's just going to happen. And the stuff that we think sucks, somebody else is going, "Oh, this is awesome."
Yeah.
So,
and it's all better than what DC's doing. We can agree to that.
100%. Jesus, I don't even think DC knows what they're doing.
No, they don't. I mean, I'm absolutely shocked that people liked the second Suicide Squad and thought it was good.
I know that was.
I thought it was like I hated the first movie, but I thought this one was worse than the first one. But
yeah, the worst. But honestly, the only thing that came out of it was the John Cena series.
Right, which I still never watched.
To me, that's totally worth watching. Like I would watch that. I would add that to the list because to me that was fucking hilarious. Like,
that I should watch hilarious. Because he was over the top. If it's just going to be over the top like that, then yeah. So I heard Sly Stallone played the shark, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he played the shark in there.
Yeah.
Which is my least favorite character. in that one, which is sad because I like Sylvester Stallone. So wasted him.
Shark. Yeah. All right. So next week we'll be back. We'll talk about Spirited with Ryan Reynolds and the other guy.
Right. Yeah.
I'm excited for that one. I obviously I don't know, so I'll get the secret and
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah. I think you could go either way, but if I had to predict,
Yeah, no, it's okay.
I think you're gonna like it.
I'm hoping I like it. That's all I gotta say. I really want to enjoy this. And then the only other thing I want to watch before Christmas is the Santa Claus series. But I'm waiting.
Oh, with the Tim Allen ones?
Yeah, I want to watch that.
The new ones or the old movies?
The new ones. Yeah, because it's a series. It's like a 4 or 5 part series.
But it's not like 20 episodes. Then it's just
no. It's just a couple. So
okay, yeah, I'm down for that too.
Yeah. Peacemakers. But we'll watch that maybe the week after or ramping into Christmas. But all right, guys, thank you so much for spending your evening with us. That's it. That's the show. Got a thumb up, you got a thumb down. Do with it as you will.
Yeah.
Have a great night.
See ya never.